Before we jump back in, there's one thing I realized I forgot to do during the time skip, and that was have Dylan's patron contact him. So one evening, while you were sleeping, Orders, well, not really sleeping, you're an elf, so while you were meditating on life, because elves don't sleep, for some reason in D&D. It's a little weird. Which is funny because it just means whenever you guys camp somewhere, it's three of you just sort of chilling around meditating while Andrew's character passes out on the floor dead asleep.
High as fuck.
He's the only one who actually sleeps. You go to meditate and close your eyes, concentrating on the day you had and what lies before you, when a familiar sensation comes over you, the feeling you always have when in the presence of your queen. Oris.
Huh?
You've been trying to reach me. Sorry, I've been busy with the court. You know how the Unseelie are.
Yes, of course, my queen. No worries.
What is it you wished to talk about? Have you progress to report on your quest?
Yes, I have many information.
Wow.
So we found Wave Echo Cave and the Forge of Spells. It's currently under the control of a dwarf named Gundren, who's a bit of a prick, to be honest. So if you want to do something about that, send an entire army. I could give less of a shit what happens to him.
Indeed. It's good to know that the forge has been reclaimed and I assume is making artifacts once again.
Yes, they have a whole business going already. There's also some more important details about what I found inside the cave.
Indeed.
There was a drow there. A drow you might recognize the name of. Nazar.
Oh. Orpheus's old plaything.
He was going by the name the Spider this whole time, because everybody has to have a nickname, except for me, apparently. He was killed by one of my allies. Unfortunately, I didn't get to talk to him very long, but I did find notes that he had, and I gathered information that the Shadow Blade is unfortunately likely in the possession of the Far Realm losers that were my drow people are always at war with.
Andrew and Nick, do you mind deafening yourself briefly?
Alright, word.
Alright. So, who does Oris think is being talked about?
Mind flares?
Yes. You were born and entered the service of the Queen after the war was fought.
Right.
Is what you gathered from the notes in the journal of Nazar. So he mentioned it happened. He's been looking for 300 years.
Yeah.
And you're only 100. I don't know.
122.
So there haven't been any great incursions or wars since that last one where you recently learned Oberon took place. But your kind is always on the watch just in case another Illithid empire is trying to be established.
I'll continue searching for the blade, but if you have any hints as to where I should start, I don't even know where to find mind flares. Maybe the goblins that I'm searching for are connected in some way.
That is interesting. There's always a few stragglers every now and again that we come across, but we haven't found any colonies or elder brains in recent times. So I'm afraid I don't have any good leads. If you think these goblins may be connected, honestly, that's probably your best chance at accessing wherever they've run off to.
Yes. Hopefully I can find some hints. Regardless, I'll stay in the area for a little while longer, see what I can scrounge up as far as evidence, and if I don't, find any trails, I'll head back for the Unseelie Court.
Was there anything else in Nazar's journal that may be of interest?
I was mainly focusing on the blade. In this dream state, do I have items on me?
Yeah, it's like a dream state, but this is more of how you guys communicate. So in the past, when you had artifacts to hand off, instead of going all the way back to the city to like give it in person, you like hand it over in the stream state, and then when you woke up the next morning, it would be gone.
Okay.
This is you bound yourself to quite a powerful entity. In like lore terms, she's part of the Unseelie court, but the Unseelie are essentially gods.
Right.
So
he referred to you as the bitch queen, which isn't nice.
Then it's good your companion slew him.
Yes. Oh yeah. I think he wanted the dagger to have enough power to kill you.
The Shadow Blade.
Yes. I believe he was trying to kill you with the blade, which means that if Mind Flayers have it, that could be what they're after.
Indeed. With Oberon still missing, and his blade gone as well, and perhaps in the hand of Mind Flayers, it doesn't look well for his chances of still being with us.
Oh yeah, he mentioned that too. I'm like reading back the notes as we're talking. He actually Nazar found the corpse of Oberon, so he's definitely not with us.
Ah. And you're facing a potentially mighty foe indeed to slay one of the members of the court.
Damn, so the Mind Flayers got the blade, killed Oberon, and now they're... Well, they might not be after you. At least Nazar was after you, but they're whatever they're after, it cannot be good.
Indeed.
Well, now I'm more motivated than ever to find this fucking blade.
And I have a task to add to your task of already finding the Shadow Blade.
Ah, yes, my queen. What is it?
If it is indeed in the hands of our ancient enemy, it cannot be for anything good. So if you do find it, and it is indeed in the hands of the Illithid, put a stop to whatever they're looking at doing.
Do you think there's any chance that because I have the other half of the blade, they might come after me to try to get it to complete the sword?
It's always unfortunately a possibility, but that's only if they truly knew what the potential of the sword was, and if they didn't just...
Or if I had...
Or if you have it, or if they just took it for its martial prowess they saw Oberon was using it for.
Yes. Well, I'll keep my head out, and if they do show up, I've got a bunch of companions that hopefully we can take down a Mind Flayer. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. They do magical mind tricks, but I'll try my best.
I wish you luck.
Thank you. It's good seeing you, my queen. Until next time.
Good seeing you as well, Horus.
She said goodbye to me.
And it starts fading as you've now relayed the information to your queen.
I meditate with a smile.
And now are more on the lookout for Illithid threats around you.
Yes, sir.
Which, alright, let's get people back in here. You make your way back to Phandalin. Is there stuff you guys wanted to sell in the break before we move on to the next chapter of our adventure?
Can we go to Neverwinter and sell stuff? Or I guess there's new business people here.
Yeah.
Pull up the Neverwinter map, William.
I don't have one.
Pull it up! Wow, that was really weird.
We can say you went there and you sold stuff there. Well, I'm not going to do a whole lot of roleplay in the city.
That's fine.
What are people looking to sell?
Breastplate, chainmail, shield, scroll of hold person, scroll of lightning bolt, scroll of misty step.
All right, let's start with Horus. You're selling all your scrolls? You're not looking to keep any of them?
No, I'm going to sell them all.
You get an offer of 460 gold, which is the literal cost.
For all the items.
Yep. Not the scrolls. Those are the armor and the shield.
Okay.
Haven't done the scrolls yet.
Interesting. What if I give you this ring of ultimate power and the signet of the Silver Lords for 500 gold altogether?
No, thank you. I'm just interested in the armor and the shield.
No.
Okay, you can have it. 460 gold.
All right. And the spells, you absolutely want to sell all of them?
Unless anyone looks at my inventory and sees one they want to keep.
You've got to have money.
All right. You get an offer of 300 gold for all three, 100 gold per scroll. No, that 400 gold. 200 for the lightning bolt, 100 for the other two.
I'll take it.
All right.
Horus is
You
man.
also, I forgot to do this.
I'll trade you silence for the misty stuff before you trade it.
Okay.
Good.
I forgot to do this at the end of the first month. No, yeah, that makes sense. You get 1,441 gold for the first month of operation of Wave Echo Cave.
Holy crap.
Each?
Nope, collectively. That's the
Oh.
20%. So you will have to split that by 4.
360 and one gets 361.
You can have that, Frito.
Word. I'm also going to put 300 of that into improvement to the infrastructure in Phandalin.
All right. Stuff is getting better and better. It was worth it, right? Clearing out Wave Echo Cave?
Absolutely.
And that's the low end of what we might get.
Actually, that was a pretty good roll for the
okay.
roll set I've made.
So Guntra's just done well in the first month.
He's a liar.
He did a lot better than he thought he was going to.
Right.
This first month.
Well, that's good. Hopefully that'll help him set up the whole thing.
Because that's only 20%, right?
Yeah.
So the full effort he made like 10,000 gold. No, he made 5,000 gold. Right?
1,000 is holding back. We gotta go back and kick it
So,
out.
yeah, he made like 5,000 gold and gave you guys 20% of it, which would be like 1,000.
At least 12 gold. At least.
Anything else anyone wants to sell?
I would like to sell my studded leather and also the 3 gold rings that I found, which were worth 150 gold each.
You get an offer of 470 for everything altogether.
I'll take it.
Uh-huh. Robert wanting to sell anything?
Yes.
Do we want to sell the shit at first light, or are we holding on to that in case we build an army?
Save for now.
Of income.
Anything you're wishing to sell, Andrew?
Yeah, the only things I have I put in the Discord chat.
And once they're in the Discord chat, he's incapable of saying them out loud.
Absolutely.
So you're
I
holding
can't
on to
speak.
all of the magical items for now.
Yep, everything that I have.
All right, so the studded leather, the short sword, and the leather plus 1. So 150 gold for all
Nice.
3.
I also try and sell the crossbow hand plus 1 I have.
75 gold for it.
I'll take it.
Make sure you're deleting these things from your inventory so you don't sell them again. Oh, and Gerald, I guess, sells his greatsword for 50 gold.
Thea?
Thea, yes, sorry. That's
gonna
gonna take some
take a
getting
while.
used to. Yeah.
And before we leave Neverwinter, I want to talk to the group at like a inn or like a tavern or something. Yeah, apparently there's an inn in Neverwinter called the Old Dirty Dwarf. I would like to go there and talk to everybody.
All right. You're sitting at the old dirty dwarf. You've probably spent 20 gold in food and drinks for everyone.
Sure, I'll take up 20 gold. All right, fellas. I thought before we head back to Phandalin, we should have a bit of a discussion about what our plans are in the next coming months. We may have defeated the spider, but there's still a threat out there that could reach Phandalin's walls if we do not deal with it sooner than later.
Indeed.
This Ruxithid, the long goblin with a crystal in its head. If it is controlling goblins, giving them special powers so great that it scares other goblins who are so stupid they don't even know how to be scared. If that comes to Phandalin, well, the only thing that might be able to save us is, exactly, Robert. Robert's music could tell them to leave. You could do that, right, Robert?
Absolutely.
Sorry, Robert's over there getting drinks. I forgot. I don't know why I'm talking to him across the bar.
I could do that.
But we should come up with a plan of perhaps maybe sending out some sort of scouting party looking for clues. I have found pretty much nothing other than in Lilion, I was told that people have heard about these goblins. They've seen images of the goblin with the crystal in his head, but nothing about Ruxithid. So we know it exists. We just don't know what it is or what it's after, but it can't be good if it's been fondling around with the the Cragmaw goblins.
It's the next threat, and good to be proactive about it instead of waiting for the devil to appear on our doorstep.
Yes. So I was thinking maybe me and Thea head out while you and Robert are back in Phandalin dealing with the election, and we just look around past Cragmaw Castle, deeper into the Neverwinter Woods, maybe near the Star Metal Woods, and go up to the crags and just see what we can find, maybe Mount Hot now. See if we can find anyone that knows anything. I don't feel like we're going to find stuff south. I could be wrong, maybe we could do that first, but I feel like heading off out sort of past Thunder Tree, that direction.
If their influence has been felt around Phandalin, should we not start there looking?
Have we not been doing that?
I mean, while you were off in Leolin, we were mainly focused on reconstruction efforts. I don't think we've done a proper investigation in the surrounding area.
I mean, I suppose we can try, but I'm just saying, everybody we've talked to has not known anything about this. So I would assume that whatever we're looking for is not housed or doesn't have their lair nearby. I assume that these are goblins that are coming from somewhere to do some sort of investigation or some sort of spy work and then heading back to somewhere.
Indeed.
Well,
That could
best
be
to
the
build
case.
our operation from the inside out.
We really should take our wealth back with us to Phandalin before we head out north.
You don't have to come with me if you don't want to, Thea.
It would be best not to split up completely.
Do you think, Big Bobby, you want to hang out with me or hang out with Thea and Horace?
I'll help rizz up more people.
Oh, yeah.
And think of all the performances you might miss if you come with us.
That new election song you got is getting a lot of heads turning.
A lot of streams.
Yes, sir.
Just people listening
Going-
to it by the river.
It's #1 in the streets right now.
The hottest mixtape.
Only two of you are returning to Phandalin?
We can take the horses, they can take the wagon.
I have to pull the wagon by myself.
You have oxen. But,
He ate them.
so Frito and Robert are returning to Phandalin. Gerald and Oris
Thea.
Thea and Oris are heading out. And you wanted to look in the woods?
Yeah, I suppose if we come across people, we ask them if they've seen anything, any strange goblins, anything about Aruxithid, any weird mystical energies or anything. And if they say no, we continue on north. I guess we're headed towards the Star Meadow Hills and follow whatever path near the river we can.
Alright. So you have the horses, but no wagon. You guys are going a little bit faster than them now. 25 miles a day on horseback there. So that's normal walking, so you're going faster than that. So you're probably going like 40-ish miles a day, now that you don't have to worry about the oxen and the wagon. So in 2 days, you get over to the Star Meadow Hills. You can give me investigation in that time period. And you guys following the road. You guys are going slower since you want.
9? Do I get help from Thea?
Yes, you can have the.
I'm gonna roll a natural one now. 16.
All right. You run into a few people, hunters in the woods, but they have not heard anything, nor do you see anything in your travel. Making your way to the Star Meadow Hills, you spend some time investigating in the region, but find no signs of goblins in the area.
Do I find anything else inhabiting this area?
Besides the typical wildlife, you do not run into anything unusual
Okay.
that you find.
Well, Thea, shall we continue on towards Mount Hot now, or head back to Phandalin?
I personally would think it might be best to head to Phandalin to see if our friends ran into anything, and we could stop at First Light, and see if Lethal has seen anything in their patrol.
Yes, unfortunately, I think I agree with you on this one. I was hoping that we'd find something in the woods, but it appears these are some sneaky fucking goblins.
Indeed. You make your way back south, and stop at First Light Castle. The crew with the wagon, do you make your way straight back to Phandalin? Do you stay in Neverwinter for an extended period of time?
Back to Phandalin.
Yeah, you guys travel. Some weather and some small bandit attacks, thinking they can take on just the two of you, slow you guys down. So it's taking longer than you thought it would, but you're making good progress. At first light, you stop. You approach the castle, and you see it in its glory, restored and projecting the power that you wish the Silver Lord to have in the region. Lethal?
Lethal! Show thyself!
He greets you at the entrance. Princess? Oris?
Status report.
Reconstruction is nearly complete, and we have not had any trouble in the castle or on our patrols.
Well, that's good. Have you seen any goblins?
No.
Any goblins sneak back towards Cragmaw Castle hoping that friends are still here or something?
The first week or two we were here, we did run into some bands every now and again attempting to return to the castle when we slaughtered them, as do goblins, but they have not been an issue recently.
Did any of them have weird heads?
No, they've all been quite regular goblins.
Shit. Okay. Well, I'll pray that this means we're all safe, but I'm not convinced. Anyway, continue on with your good things. We'll head back to Phandalin, unless you want to stay here, Thea.
We'll head back with you.
All right.
Lethal gives a bow to the princess, and you make your way on.
Keep an eye out for weird goblins!
Will do, sir. And as you make your way south, you actually run in to the rest of your party at the crossroads to Phandalin.
Well, bloody hell. What took you so long?
We were stabbing peasants on the way back.
Sorry, Robert, I'm talking to the ox. Thank you.
Oh, no, we were stabbing peasants on the way back. I ate the ox. I am the ox.
Somebody get that man some sober juice.
How do you think I got the energy to pull this cart?
Drink more water, Robert.
I'm drinking ox blood now. That's all I have.
He's saying all of this, but you see the two oxen just fine, pulling the cart.
Riding the cart.
They're just chilling in the back, mooing as Frito sits
naked Robert.
driving the carriage, and Robert's just like holding it, running forward. That's why they took so long. Robert demanded he pull the cart because the horses were gone.
Robert was absolutely convinced the oxes had been eaten.
I think the word is oxen, but okay.
And Frito just went along with it, I guess.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Well, since you haven't gotten back to Phandalin yet, I assume you don't have a status report.
We're working on it, man.
I don't work for you.
No, you work for you work for the... What's it called? Anyway, let's go to Phandalin.
You're talking to an ox, you weirdo.
All right, you make your way back into town. And as you approach, you see this new city wall is mostly complete, and the town looks better than it once did. However, you hear the rumbling of an agitated crowd greets your journey back into town.
Uh-oh.
It takes only a moment for you to locate the source of the disturbance, the home of the townmaster, Harbin Wester.
His actual house?
Yes. A gaggle of townsfolk has gathered, some shouting for Harbin to come outside and others decrying his leadership. A few individuals in the crowd display minor injuries and all seem anxious and frustrated.
What the fuck is going on?
Anyone have a passive perception of 13 or higher?
I do.
I've got 15.
So everyone but
Nope.
Robert can make this out as they approach the crowd. They hear some snippets of conversation coming from the crowd. You hear coming from a halfling woman. I thought the red brands were bad, but at least they never smashed the bar. Who does that? See what looks to be a minor shout. The exchange is falling over, and some of my friends are missing. And you see an annoyed elf. If I see one more of those gremlins come near my shop, I'm hitting them with a rolling pin. I can't take it. Another woman holding a toddler in her arms says to the child, "It'll be all right. We just can't play outside after sundown, okay?" And you see a human man holding up a sketch of an orc woman and yells, "My wife has been missing for days. Do something, you coward. Stop this."
Is he saying that to us?
He's yelling that at Harbin.
Oh.
Well, it looks like Harbin really fucked up this situation.
I'm gonna tie up the horse and run over to the crowd.
All right. You guys tie up your horses and oxen at the inn, which you haven't done in a while because you mainly tie them up now at your manor. And you make your way over to his house.
Is it like there's so many people that we can't even get to his house?
You're able to get close, and people part way for you because they know you're good at solving shit. And as you approach, you see the door open, and Harbin gestures for you guys to come inside.
Oh, so he opened it for us.
Yes.
Everyone come in, get him.
Everybody jump his ass.
I feel like we gotta talk to him.
Yeah.
But I feel like I hesitate to go into his house and have a closed door meeting because that's gonna make it look like I'm colluding with him, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. So I kind of look at him and I say, anything you can say to me, you can say in front of the townspeople.
Perhaps we promise the townspeople a speech after we speak with Harbin.
That's a good idea.
Speech.
Please, Frito, I know we don't see eye to eye, but please, inside. This is the most sober you guys have seen him in months.
Yeah, I guess me and Frito will make the crowd aware that we are going to get to the bottom of this.
The adventurers are on it, folks. Yes.
We will provide answers as best we can.
Ain't no fucking way Halia beats you, Frito. They know us as the adventurers.
We just come back every couple months and just solve all the problems of the town and leave again.
You
Look back and I'm standing behind Harbin.
With a knife.
You head inside, and as Harbin closes the door, he says, I understand that they're angry, but do they expect me to take care of everything?
What?
I can't take on a gaggle of no-good ruffians by myself, and I can't stop anyone who's determined from breaking buildings and stealing things. Absurd.
What ruffians? What are you talking about, man?
While you were off doing whatever it is you do when you're not in town, we've had a rapid increase in break-ins and crimes. And at least from all the eyewitnesses I've talked to and what remains of the guard that hasn't left to go join Finn, it's all being done by what people are describing as goblins.
Goblins?
Any bugbears?
Bugbears? Who said that?
Sorry, Harbin. Say that again, but this time say it very slowly. I want to hear every detail.
Well, there's been mischief and mayhem and a few break-ins and crimes happening in the town, and from what everyone has said, it was goblins.
And people are missing.
Some people are missing, yes.
An orc woman is missing. Someone's wife is missing, and you've decided to just hide in here.
Are you that surprised?
Well, no.
You're literally running me out of office for not doing anything against the Red Brands.
Yes, but when someone points out an incredibly large character flaw, typically you should want to change your ways, not fall deeper into that hole. But we're not all so ambitious, I see.
Or maybe my political career being hamshot sent me into a great spiral of depression.
Holy shit, you're very self-aware. Well, obviously we have to deal with this. It probably would be best to ask the people who actually had these things done to them what's going on, rather than this fucking oaf.
You can tell Harbin is pretty much asking you guys to do his work for him once again, because he's too scared to do it himself.
Yeah, and guess who's not here right now? Halia.
I'm willing to pay for your help once again. 50 gold up front, and 150 when you complete the investigation.
60 gold each. 60 gold each. 60 gold each, or all of a sudden this door no longer locks.
And you'll let the people know that you're arguing over their safety for gold?
Oh, no, we're gonna do this regardless. 60 gold each, or you're gonna get mugged.
Give me intimidation.
Can I help him?
Yes.
You start flexing.
Actually, Theo starts flexing, and you just sort of you start fiddling with your rapier. Yeah, 18. You're good. He's like, all right. I don't have enough to do 60 gold for each of you right now. I can do 100 gold up front and 300 when you've completed the investigation.
So you do have enough money to do 60 each? Or do you only have 100 right now and you'll get 300 later?
Yes.
Oh, great. I totally believe that. All right, give us the money.
He hands you 100 gold, which Thea will waive off getting. Anyway.
I don't want the money.
All right, me and Robert get 50.
All right.
Well, thank you, and the town thanks you, and I'm sure this will help your plan to overthrow me and take control over the town.
Oh, sorry. Is somebody still talking?
Well,
Anyway.
I assume you would want information of where the crime scenes are.
Oh, you actually know things?
Yes.
Yeah, he just knows things. He just doesn't do anything about it.
Exactly, yeah.
Frito is not wrong.
I grab him by the scruff of his neck. Tell us what you know!
I was going to, but okay, let go of me, please.
All right, I let go.
So, Bathrin's provisions, one of the goblins smashed the well behind his house. Another incident is at the miners' exchange where they stole one of the cornerstones of the building, so it's now tilting. So Halia's been dealing with that. The Shrine of Luck has also been desecrated.
What?
You're fucking with me.
I am not.
Whoever did that's gonna die.
And the sleeping giant tap house that the Red Brands used to hang out in has been ransacked.
Harbin, reason with us for a second. How the hell did this happen, and when did this happen?
In the week or so you've been gone.
But was it like at night?
Actually, it's been at any point in the more brazen activities during the night, but also the freaks have just been terrorizing the town. At any point, they think they can get away with it.
Okay, listen, I know goblins are ugly, but you don't gotta call them freaks.
I think you'll see what I mean if you run into any of them.
What, are they uglier than normal goblins?
I don't know, but there's something about them, and can anyone give me perception?
22.
22. All right.
10.
See who notices stuff.
Natural one, I go blind.
Okay, you don't go blind.
You lose your goggles.
Critical fails only apply in like
Where'd they go?
combat, so you
It's like when Daphne drops her... Not Daphne, Velma drops
you
her
just
glasses.
aren't really paying attention. You're sort of craving some more scissor still, so you're thinking about that. Thea and Frito notice that Harbin has been twitching quite a lot during this conversation, glancing over his shoulder and like darting his eyes into the shadows like he's terrified or something.
Is there someone here right now? Are you being influenced and giving us shitty information?
No, there's no one here. It's
I don't believe you. I'm gonna investigate.
all right. Give me investigation.
15.
There's no one else here.
What are you...
What are you hiding? There's something that you're not telling us.
Me and Frito have the exact same brain.
It's always something with you. Jesus Christ.
I am not hiding anything.
You're hiding in your fucking house. You don't want us to believe that you're not hiding something?
I'm hiding myself from the crowd outside.
Yeah, great fucking leader here.
What's so scary that you have to hide in your house? These people, they're scared. You think they're gonna do something to you? They're scared. They need someone to lead them.
And you've made it quite evident it's not me.
You've made it quite evident. We haven't done shit.
You need to resign. Like, if this is your response to adversity, you need to resign. We need to have this election a lot sooner, because we can't have the next couple months a spineless leader that's already got one foot out the door who refuses to do anything regarding anything going on in this town. If your heart is not in this, you need to stop this job. You're letting everyone down.
If anything, the best thing you could do is endorse Halia so she loses. I just whisper into Robert's ears, I say we throw him in with the crowd and let them take his toes.
What's your least favorite toe?
Yours.
What?
Alright, he's spoken, we gotta cut it off.
Please, Robert, no. I tried my best to maintain them, how dare you?
At least you have some humor left in that fucking weak, tingling body of yours. This is pathetic. We leave for 1 fucking week and the town falls into disarray. Can't you do anything right? I want you to go out there right now and let everyone know how ashamed you are of the performance you've done. This is atrocious.
Take your pants off. I want you out there in your underwear.
Can I do an intimidation roll?
Sure.
Can I give
Yes.
advantage? With my stone giant fists?
Is there a door or window in the back of his house?
No. But you can give advantage with help, yes.
I'm like
Your house
physically
sucks.
standing over him, like pushing him into the corner.
Got a 12.
I might be scared of you, but I'm more scared of facing the crowd.
Of course you are. I think we have to do his job for him once again, fellas. Harbin, do us a favor and stay in here forever.
That was my plan until you dealt with the situation.
Yeah, but past that, once you give us our money, just stay in here.
I don't want your money. I want what's best for this town, and you certainly aren't it. And I'm going to go out these doors right now, and I'm going to let them know if you won't face them, I will face them and let them know their leader has failed them. But we will make this right.
Hell yeah, brother.
He just
I
slumps
storm out
down
the
in
door.
a chair and stares into the corner.
As soon as Frida walks out the door, I'm like, me and Robert are still gonna want that money, by the way.
He just nods silently.
Alright, I go outside too.
You see the crowd. They've stopped shouting since you went inside, and they look at you expectantly.
People of Phandalin, I really can't put into words the anger I feel in talking to that fucking weasel inside this house, hiding away, while everyone out there is struggling in many different ways, with vandalism, with missing members of families. It's hard to put into words the disgust I feel. I can even say, too, with confidence, that some people have been paid by this mayor to make it right. That is not the way a town should be run. We need a leader that's actually going to put results in. I did not take that money. I don't want your money. I want this town to be great. I can speak for me and my friends and say that we're going to make sure that all family has been reunited. All homes are secured. All businesses are safe. We will make it so that these fucking goblins and whoever else decides to mess with the people of Phandalin know to never do it again.
Woo!
Right, give me a perception roll.
24.
Perception?
Uh-huh.
Nice. You notice, just like the townmaster inside, people seem more twitchy than usual.
What the fuck?
What do you mean twitchy?
Like they're glancing over their shoulders like they thought someone talked to them, staring into shadows.
Can I make a check to see if I notice that?
Sure, yeah. Anyone can give me perception right now.
Bobby's still blind.
Unnatural 20.
You notice people in the crowd are seeming to respond to voices that you don't hear as well.
Can I do like a medicine check or something to see if this is just them actually scared or like something is affecting them?
Yeah, go ahead.
21.
It's hard to tell. You know, some of it is definitely probably stress and lack of sleep people have been getting, but also it wouldn't be happening to everyone.
Right. Frito?
Something's off.
I think these people have been... I don't want to jump the shark, but... corrupted or infected by something? I'm like whispering this into his ear. Why are they all twitching?
It's the same thing the mayor was dealing with. I whisper back. Something else is going on.
Those of you who have been affected by the circumstance, perhaps you could choose a few to come speak with us and give us more details on the situation.
You notice looking, especially Frito, you notice looking at the crowd, the people of the crime scene that the townmaster was describing aren't here in the crowd. It seems like they're at least all back at their places dealing with the aftermath.
Halia, Barthrin, and Gariel.
Yes, and whoever owns the Sleeping Giant Inn, or Cat House.
I'm gonna walk up to the dude with a picture of his wife and ask him for it.
You can't have the picture of my wife.
Okay, can
Why?
I draw the picture of your wife so that I can go and find her and know that it's her?
Oh, yes. Sorry, you just approached me and asked. I thought it was some weird sexual thing.
Hey, yo, can I have that?
I only do that with dudes.
Oh, yeah, sure. You can make a copy of the image.
Fantastic. I start doodling.
Thank you.
Wow, this man is talented in more than just music. No, it's bullshit.
I'm an artistic master.
Yeah, you're an
The
artistic
crowd,
bastard.
you sort of get the general gist from the crowd. They're like, thank you. They're like, thanking you for agreeing to investigate and doing all this stuff, and then they sort of disperse. Because
Do they-
do still
Do they
have other
bring
things
anyone
in their
to
life.
us to answer questions?
No, they do not.
Hey, get back here!
However, as they depart, you hear a cheery voice call out to you, and you see a dwarven woman clad in blue robes waving to your group. Her forearms are marked with numerous tattoos of sigils drawn in white ink. Slung across her back is a leather satchel brimming with books, scrolls, and other implements. Hi! It's a dwarf. Hi, you're the adventurers I've heard so much about from my sister.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Gwen Orsong.
Gwen. Are you the bartender sister?
Yes, I'm a scholar from Neverwinter.
Let's fucking
I
go.
can't-
My memory
Oh.
in this game is incredible.
I was coming for a visit when all this strange stuff started happening, and I was wondering if I could be of help to your investigation. If you find clues and hint or any other information, I would be happy to help you go through it and compile the information to figure out where this stuff is coming from.
You're not hearing voices, are you?
No, I'm not.
You're not twitching at all? You don't feel the need to look over your shoulder?
Well, I mean, at night when the more violent activity is happening, I do keep one eye open, but no more than usual in Neverwinter, right?
Okay, Gwen, I think you should stay by our side, because whatever's happening to these other people hasn't seemed to happen to any of us yet.
I mean, I'm helpful to help and stuff, but I also need to keep an eye on my sister. Whatever's going on has been dreadfully affecting her.
Perhaps we could accompany you and see what's going on.
Yes.
If you so wish,
Maybe we can ask her some questions.
you make your way to Stonehill Inn.
Is Tobin in here?
As you walk in, you see both Tobin and Elsa, her sister, working, but they do, like other people you've run into, look worse for wear. Elsa, you must stop working yourself so hard. You need rest. And you just see her sister is like, I know, but I need to put my effort into something, or else I'm gonna think too much about what's going on, and I don't need that. And then Tobin looks at you. Boris, you're back.
When she says what's going on, you mean all the attacks, right? Not something happening inside you?
Yes, the attacks and the goblins.
Is it the attacks that have made you feel all sick?
I've been more anxious, and collectively the town has been feeling more anxious and nervous since they started happening, and that's not been helping our health mentally, for sure.
Hold on, didn't we hear from somebody about... I think Carp saw a goblin in the tunnel that leads into our manor. Maybe they're getting in through there?
That could be.
Did we close that off?
Yeah, I'd say you probably closed it off.
Okay, so that's probably not it.
You also know that, like, the ravine in it doesn't lead anywhere. It was just a giant, like, cave-in. So they're probably talking to the Red Brands through the tunnel, but they're not coming from the tunnel.
Right, okay. Well, Tobin, talk to us. What's going on?
It's been a string of tomfoolery, mayhem, mischief, robberies. I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Miners' Exchange and Bathrin's Goods, and the Shrine of Luck. It's a travesty.
She had like a sign knocked over or something?
And then also the tap house. But I mean, that's good for business, right?
Yes, but you being petrified of absolutely nothing isn't.
No, it's not. Nor has as many people been coming to the inn as they used to.
Something is spreading fear amongst the people, but not like actual fear, like some sort of magical fear. and for some reason it's not affecting us or Gwen, except potentially maybe sometimes at night, but that also might just be real fear. Somebody is helping goblins get into town. That's my guess.
There's a job going on here.
Just who would it be?
Uh,
Harbin's too much of a pussy to do something like this.
and this is Thea, and Halia's store has been knocked over as well, so probably not her.
Probably not, but if you were going to do something like this, you would not want to make it so obvious as to not attack your own store. And she is losing quite handedly in the election right now, I think. I don't really understand human politics, but I think she's losing. Frito's really great, so I assume he's winning.
And if we handle this situation well, this could be the thing that inspires the most people. That they see the results in live action, in real time.
So I'm trying to put pieces together in my head of things we've dealt with in the past. The woodworker family, we found them underneath Tressendor Manor in a cage, in the same sort of general area that we found weird goblins in a hole under a bridge next to the corpse of the woodworker's family's dad. So maybe they picked up some sort of infection that's now spreading to other people, but why would it have taken so long? And why? Maybe the goblins need to be here to activate it? Maybe this is nothing.
Just all feels
I feel like
weird.
it would have spread to the red brands if that was the case.
Yes, but the red brands were not... The red brands aren't around now. Perhaps the goblins need to be in town for it to... Maybe that's why they killed those goblins. I don't know. It's just a theory. It's probably not right.
Just a game theory.
A game theory.
I would like to put them on a list of people to talk to, though. The Dendrars, I believe their name was.
Well, shall we go investigate one of these crime scenes?
Yes, we should check out the Shrine of Luck, but Elsa, if you were to describe your symptoms more than just fidgety and tired, what would they be?
Every night for the past week, I've been having nightmares and waking up hearing a voice.
A voice.
Just telling me to do stuff.
Telling you to do stuff.
Kind of stuff.
I mean,
What was the last thing you were told to do last night?
it was urging me to burn down the inn.
Okay, so not sexual crimes.
Yes, it's glad we can check that off the list, Robert.
Yes.
And last thing, what did the voice sound like?
Otherworldly.
Otherworldly. Okay, well, thank you for your information, Elsa. Gwen, stay in touch. We'll stay in touch with you. And, fellas, let's step outside for a second.
Gonna head up to the young barkeep man, woman, and
There's two. Which one?
whichever is closer to me.
All right.
I don't want to walk. And slide him/her a big old pouch of a slither still. Say, hey, buddy, could you perhaps mix this in a big old batch of brew for me, homie?
What is this voice? A baroo?
Do it for a real one.
It could help soothe agitated individuals.
Oh. God damn it, you're smart, Robert.
No, I'm not putting Sither still in.
I'm already gone.
You walk outside, so we're gonna have to sneak in and put it in ourselves, aren't we?
No, we're gonna just ask the sleeping giant person.
Okay. Oh yeah, there was a whole other bar, you're right. So, I think we can all come to the conclusion that when the goblins aren't causing mayhem, it is the people themselves that are destroying their own places, right?
Yeah, probably. They might be starting to fight each other.
Yes, there was somebody telling these people... Probably the same thing that's controlling the goblins is telling these people to do bad things. If the goblin... This is so fucking strange. This town is so different from when we left. I feel like I'm in an episode of Doctor Who. I guess we just should go one by one to each of the places that were affected and ask some questions. We need to whittle down and see if perhaps... Because I know they said a goblin destroyed the well behind Barthren's provisions, but What if they were just seeing a goblin because there's this voice in their head telling them it's a goblin? It's actually them. What if we never found any goblins actually ever, and the long-headed goblins were actually people that were morphed in our brain to look like goblins?
I just love how much this is throwing you for.
Yeah,
It's all a
giving
conspiracy.
Oris this scenario is like giving Aaron Rodgers this scenario. I'm just gonna come up with everything I
Goblins
possibly
were never
can.
real.
Alright, let's go to the shrine.
Something sticks to the wall.
Yeah. When the one thing out of the 50 is right, I'm like, told you.
We're all wearing contacts that make everything look like goblins, and we're killing humans.
I pull off my
walk-
goggles. No, I'm just kidding.
So yeah, you're both wearing goggles now.